What's up, YouTube? My name is Ghrei, and after literal years of not posting a new challenge video, I've returned with fresh eyes and a more fun, less strict idea. I'm gonna preface this video by saying that the rules do not keep me from using items in battle, but I'll try not to for as long as possible, and X items just aren't gonna happen. Otherwise, it's the typical stuff. For this specific challenge, it's only Wormadam in battle, can catch other boys for HMs, all that kind of jazz. One last thing though, since this is Gen 5 with the EXP update, I'm allowed to use rare candies instead of grinding. Hey, I did a vote. Y'all said it was fine, so it's fine. But I digress. Let's sink our teeth right into this adventure. This is how I beat Pokemon Black using only Wormadam. Let it begin! My adventure began by replacing Snivy with Wormadam, and a battle with my rivals Bianca and Charon. It went about as well as you'd expect when a fully evolved Goral fights two base Evos without stab moves. After this, I witnessed overprotective parenting at its finest before roaming into the grass just outside of town, and oh hey, look at that, we got all three forms of Wormadam totally, now due to something like, PK Hex? What, me? No, never, maybe, possibly, definitely, couple times, yes. Not like I hacked in anything that's impossible, literally just gave myself the other two forms of Wormadam because there's no other way to get them in this challenge run, and we want all three Wormadams because it's how I beat Pokemon Black using only Wormadam. And it wouldn't be fair if all three didn't get a fair shake, so... And I kinda don't have time to go through the game 3 separate times with these each individually, so... It is what it is! With that out of the way, I continued to linger around in this grass for a little bit. A little bit of training never hurt nobody! Especially helpful in a challenge run like this, when it's very difficult to... That's a shiny right there! Sheeshkas! How? That's a full-on shiny! The run is blessed! We caught it, named it Wonka, and continued on our way, trying my best to contain my hype. Which usually doesn't work. With very few events in between the shiny Patrat named Wonka and our first gym fight, there wasn't really all that much to report on. We used rare candies to round off our levels to 14, which was the max of the current gym, in order to take on Chili. And holy crud was I scared of this fight, and rightfully so. While his Lillipup was easily taken down by Aluminum, the Trash Cloak, all of the forms, Aluminum, Griddle, which is the Sandy Cloak, and even Fluffles, which is the Plant Cloak, couldn't really do anything overly significant to the Panseer he was packing. 2 quad week and 1 normal week. We got pretty lucky on the second attempt though, and rolled high enough damage to snag that badge. Not too long after that, we had to duke it out with Charon again, and I could tell he'd be an issue. His Tepig easily outsped any and every Wormadam on my team, and its Ember hurt like an MF. Each of his rival battles from here on out took at least 2 attempts. Friggin' Charon, man! Not even gonna go over the rival fights, because the only difference in them is a few resets if Charon or Bianca happen to pick the best move to 1 or 2 shot me with their Embor or Simisear respectively. After beating up some freedom fighters or something and stealing children's lunch money, we found our way to Lenora. Her gym wasn't very tough either. In all honesty, Aluminum made most of the earlier gyms a cakewalk. She's always an easy lean-to when we're in trouble during this run, unless it's a fire type we're glaring down. Although Lenora did drop Aluminum down to 2 HP, and she was our last Mon in that fight, we did wind up winning, and that's what matters. After some story stuff rolled around for about half an hour, not in-game, no, real-life time, which is why I've not really played these games before, we had to go fight Berg, and it was overwhelmingly easy. We had counters for all of his team members, and after a slaughterfest, we ripped his badge from his cold, dead hands. We made our way through the desert, got lost in some ruins for a few minutes, then made it to Nimbasa City, where the grass is green and that girl is pretty. Before we could take on the gym in this town, we were forced to interact with some kid who wants to go by a single letter. Cabbage Head tugged me into a Ferris wheel because nobody was watching, and I'm not kidding. This actually creeped me the fuck out. Legit, what the hell is this? Worst thing is, that fuzz snorter beat my arse several times. God, it's like his team was built to combat 3 bagworms. Our team was knocked out over and over again, forcing me to go through the straight-up creepypasta cutscene thing over and over. We finally wound up beating him after we got a little bit more of a level up. After that traumatic event, we took our PTSD and headed for Elise's gym. Her fight was excruciating, and it's all because she had 2 flying types and a Zebstrika that knows Flame Charge. It took several tries to actually take her down, but after just a few attempts at level 30, Griddle learned Rock Blast, and we finally defeated the Terawatt Twat. Afterwards, we found our way into the Wendy's parking lot and hopped into one of their defunct freezers next to the dumpster. Turns out Team Plasma had the same idea, because a ton of those idiots were huddled together in there. Sharon and I kicked the crap out of them, and they were arrested by some dude named Plato or something. Shortly after we fought Putty, who turned out to be the gym leader. Turns out his fight was infinitely easier than I thought it'd be. Though, to be fair, I originally thought it was steel, because I'm not used to Unova. And I was kind of an idiot when facing down his Excadrill, because I forgot I could just use Dig for a few turns. We did grab the badge first try though, which let us continue onwards through Charge Cave and right into Mistralton City, bashing Plasma face all along the way. We had to climb up some Celestic Tower or something to pointlessly ring a bell so we could fight perhaps the most annoying gym out of this whole run. No. Not possibly. Indubitably the most annoying fight of the run. Look, I don't care how hot you think Skyla is, I'd give her the death sentence for using freaking Roost so much. And all of the air/flinch hacks, jeez Louise, man. Friggin' chill, bro. Made me edge an aneurysm over here. After that debacle, we had another rival fight to look forward to. Yippee! And then we were on the trail of Plasma and Icarus City. And after kicking the crap out of the goons a little bit more, we got to enter the 7th gym. Honestly, with Aluminum demolishing all of the ice types, it was a smooth ride. Nothing really exciting to report, though it was funny to see Bryce go Ultra Instinct on the Shadow Ninjas. Also, I fear no man, but this thing, it scares me. Finally, with most of the badges under my belt, we made our way into Opelucid City. On the way, we had to climb another tower, only to see Broccoli Breath here take off on Zekrom. Told us we need to summon Reshiram to have a fair fight. Joke's on him, I got 3 gods on me already. Regardless, the final gym was Dragon type, and up until this point, I was a bit afraid of it. Haxorus can deal some serious damage, and Drudagon can tank a lot. And Wormadam doesn't exactly have the greatest stats of all time. But I did have 2 secret weapons under my belt. First of all, starting at level 20, Wormadam learns the move Hidden Power. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's a move that changes its typing based on your Pokemon's specific ID number. For Fluffles, I still don't know if their Hidden Power was Dragon or Normal type, but it was one of those. But Aluminum's Hidden Power type was Dragon. Not only that, but on our adventure, we found a Dragon Fang. And instead of Hidden Power, I let good old Griddle learn freaking Fissure. If we could get lucky, we could have Fissure just one-shot anything giving us too many problems. With these 2 strats, turns out I had no reason to fear. Fracture was easily destroyed. Drudagon was hit by Fissure turn 1! First try, which is something Griddle got really good at, landing fissures, and Haxorus fell hard to a Leaf Storm. On our first try, with only Wormadam, we claimed the 8th and final Dragon-type Gym Leader's badge. Now, all that was left was to go to the league and become the champion. If I'm being honest, 75% of the league was easy as could be. Beautifully swept by the team. That other 25% was purely Chantal. Little Miss Bowlcut had a chandelure and she loves to land Fire Blast, which has a base 85% accuracy, which is not terribly high, but she kept hitting 2 in a row, 3 in a row. You'd think it'd eventually miss, but on speed up, I spent half an hour in real time on her. Finally, she missed one, and I busted a cap and that glorified lamps took us. The rest of her team went down pretty easily, and I now officially hate Chantal. At least now we get to fight Alder. Oh, for frick's sake, man, leave me alone, grass muncher. Get your green hair and edge the heck out of here, bro. Gosh, the final fight with N was thankfully easy. Since we had to catch it for story reasons, Reshiram started us off, so needless to say, I had to waste a turn switching out. Even despite this handicap, we beat N handily, but Getsis was something else entirely. Fire Blast, toxic. Overall, his fight was gross. After the second attempt failing, I had it with all the bullcrap. I was this close to defeating the run. Fire was horrid to me every step of the way. Plasma had bombarded me with dozens of annoying fights, and I was done. I got my full team up to level 100. Thanos snapped N and laughed hysterically as Getsis ate human fecal matter while all of his behemoths suffered CBT at the hands of my multicolored bagworms. I wholeheartedly believe I could have beaten him at a slightly lower level, but based on his damage outputs, I'd still need to be around level 80 or so. And yeah, that's about it. We don't fight the champion for the main run. And that's how I beat Pokemon Black using only Wormadam. Thank you guys all so very much for watching. Y'all are beautiful people. You guys are amazing. You should feel amazing. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and comment, share this video around. Thank you guys yet again. Y'all are positively gorgeous and amazing. You should feel amazing. See you in the next one. Goodbye!